All right, I'm going to play this, and then I have a comment to give along with it because this is confusing people, and it's something that I have to help correct. This is my job, is to help correct things that are going wrong. And it's nothing against any of these people, but I have to point it out because they would want to know where they're going wrong too. So here we go.
Uplift up.
Okay.
Hawkins. Yes. Now, you said something really interesting, and I want you guys to just note this. Have you noticed how certain people walk into a room and they just light up the room?
Yes.
Or certain people have this ability to uplift others? Is that what you're talking about when you say certain people vibrating at a higher level?
Okay, certain people vibrating at a higher level uplift people when they come into the room. You know what they showed? They showed a really pretty girl in a room that walked in looking really pretty with her hair done nice and people smiling near her. That is an attraction. That doesn't uplift anything. Most of the time, if that's dudes, they're thinking something like, ooh, she's pretty. Ooh, she smells nice. And everybody wants to look nice and smell nice and present themselves nice. So that makes you feel better. I would tell you that a lot of people feel better when they wear a ton of makeup on their face, which is actually bad for their body. So they're vibrating a fake vibration of consciousness when they put poison on their skin. Maybe some of them put nice oils and nice scents on their skin. But they're also trying to impress somebody with dressing up, going out, having a bunch of papers in their hands, and a portfolio full of information that they have to share with others, and let me think, and then the next one they show is two dudes giving each other daps and pulling them in for a pound. I see it all the time with people who treat someone they know as a bro, but when you walk into a complete stranger and you have absolute love for them, they will treat you like a reject. And I would love to sit, and I want to meet these people so I could give them complete love and see how they respond to it. Because they'd be like, I don't know this guy. I haven't worked with him in a boardroom. Yeah, I'm conscious, but we have our gatherings of 500 people to do meditations and say that we are Christ while we're removing our abundance blocks and becoming free of our bills. I mean, it's absurd to think that that's conscious. And then if I would say, listen, Vishen Lakhiani and Christy Marie Sheldon, like, you guys are helping people, but you have to see that you're like 20 steps below becoming conscious as it is to be teaching people what it's like to be conscious. You're using names like Mother Teresa and Gandhi because you're using a chart saying that whatever. Like, I was their life. I felt their life. They are no better than any of us. They just decided to do the right things. That's not hard. Right now, what Mother Teresa was doing is feeding poor people. With Gandhi, he did many, many things. You could do the same things, except the situations that you heard of the stories aren't the same for you now. So what you do is you look at the problems that are in your life right where you are and you start helping them. When you see a situation that you can actually consciously improve, then why don't you do it? Because we're taught to keep our mouths shut when things are not having to do with us, but everything has to do with us. We are in the world so that we can affect it and help it become better, not to just let it melt down and become wasted. The world is becoming wasted, and people are saying, we can't avoid it, so we might as well get ready to move to Mars, and it's too late to fix it. It's really easy to fix it if people could give up their shit. You wouldn't have to cut down stuff to supply the needs of people who are obese and materialistic if they could learn not to be obese and materialistic. But then they watch shows saying, abundance, you should have everything. That you guys are actually promoting to destroy the planet, even though you don't understand. Maybe you yourself aren't thinking, we want to destroy the planet. But if you teach people abundance and you teach people how to remove their blocks and become, pay off their debts, then the only thing that a lot of them are looking for is a way to have more money. When they have more money, they're going to get more things. When they get more things, they're going to destroy more of Mother Earth unconsciously. Definitely. All of you are doing it. How many outfits do you have in your closet? How many pairs of shoes? How many times do you have to change your clothes so that you don't look like you wear the same things because you don't want people to think that you're yucky? You're not. What's yucky is the thoughts you have in your head that taint all the things you're thinking. Now, I hear that kind of stuff, and it just blows my mind that people are... This is Mind Valley. When I was first after I had my experience, I started looking into stuff, and I was like, these guys are so wrong, but I do like some of the guided meditations because I can put I can take those thoughts in and make them my own and use those words. But now I just don't listen to anything because they're so unconscious, all I can hear. And if I use any of their meditations or anything like that, they always have ads that interrupt them that are like, you know, people are like really trying to understand, and I can help them become conscious. Like, I can't listen to a Valley Girl teaching people consciousness. You know, and that's what they're saying when they're talking. It's like, are you conscious? Are you really conscious? You're teaching people consciousness, saying but and like you're not very well spoken. I'll tell you that. Sorry. And that does matter. That does go to show something. It goes to show that your mind isn't completely constructed with the facts. You're searching for the answers as you talk. If you have the answers, they'll come out. Sometimes your tongue might tie, but that doesn't cause a and you know, it's not. I'm not trying to make fun of it. I'm just trying to point it out, obviously, even to those. So, Christy Marie Sheldon, exactly her name. She's not that name at all. She's living this. She was brought up. She thinks she saw some people, or maybe she even made up a story. I don't care and I don't know, and I think she's awesome. But she's doing the wrong thing, trying to teach people something, when she's using other people's charts and helping other people. But at the same time, it's helping some people. So now let's move it a little bit farther than money blocks and abundance blocks and actually start looking towards spirit. Don't be afraid to say God. She's like, and people are like, gosh, I wish I could do something better with my life. Why don't you say God? Gosh? Gosh. That's a Valley Girl statement. That's people who are afraid to say certain words because people don't receive the word God very well. So what? They need to, because that word actually matters. Saying gosh makes you sound like a Valley Girl. And to someone who's really conscious watching you, they're thinking, oh boy, now look at people doing this fake spirituality. Look at this fake abundance teaching. Look at me believe that I'm abundant because I don't have any bills. Ooh, but I'm still living within the laws of the government, and I'm still doing what everyone else said to do, because if I don't, I'll be putting waves in the ocean. I'll be the wrong wind blowing, and nobody wants that. Nobody wants anything rough. They don't want anything hard. They don't want anything to have to, like, make anything better. They're just going to deal with what they have and make do with what's there. And it's just stupid. It's like mockery to ourselves. It's mockery to God. It's mockery to humanity. It's mockery to the gift that we have of creation. So why can I not get some person to really understand and open up their mind and really come do something useful? Please! Just saying.